put so much trust in this organization and the people that run this organization. You put so much trust, right? You look at television, you see these pastors and preachers and evangelists, and you say to yourself, not my preacher, not my elder, not my overseer, my ministerial servant, no. Not my governing bodies, no. They are different because these people are soliciting money from their congregation. But the thing that you have to respect them for is that when they want that new private jet, they're going to ask for it right up front. It's like, I need a jet, right? My Rolls Royce got scratched up. Need a new one. They come right out. Need to build a new estate. You know? They don't hide behind building facilities, money-making facilities where they got people that come and run it for free. You know? And Jehovah's Witnesses love to use the fact that they give you room and board. We give food and room and board. So did slaves. So did slaves. After being in the field for 15 to 18 hours picking cotton in 120-degree weather. They got some food, right? Some of them had a shed to sleep in. What are you bragging about? You're working for free. You're working for free. And then you are giving money on top of that. Who's the fool? That congregation that buys that pastor or that evangelist a new Lamborghini? A private jet? Who's the fool? They are at least telling the congregation what they're going to use the money on. Hats off. Creflo, hats off to you. But you say, no, we need this for your benefit. None of ours. We're not benefiting from any of your money. Right? It's like, where does the surplus go? Right? Where is that? Where is all the surplus from the billions of dollars or the $1 billion that you got from selling, Brooklyn's Bethel, Watchtower, whatever that facility is, right? You got almost or a little over $1 billion from that sale. You reinvested in Walk Hill and Patterson, to my knowledge. But then you need more money for other things, like this new facility that they're supposedly building. You need money to help with the production of this Jesus video. It's like, why don't you dip in the stash? Where's the stash at? That's the lawsuit stash? That's the pay off people to keep quiet stash? That's hush money? That's your retirement stash? That's your bailout stash? When you get convicted on charges of pedophilia? And child molestation, is that your stash for that? Like, what's going on? Because y'all got some money stashed away. You got leftovers. But you're still asking for more. I don't get that. And you're not giving back. And I said this before, and then I was reminded because I saw a video earlier where they said, or the person said, can you go to Watchtower and ask them for money if you need it desperately? They would say, what? You better go to the Friends. You better go to, well, you can't go to the ones that you shunned, because they probably won't help you out. But, there's other places you can go to. I remember my brother, who's an elder, coming from, I think he was in Ohio or California, I forget. But he came to a congregation to give a talk in Brooklyn. He drove there from Ohio. I think it was Ohio to Brooklyn. And I visited that day. He was giving a talk. So I said, let me support little bro. This was about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. It was before COVID, and I went. And after him, my father, who was a part of that congregation and still alive, he said, well, we'll go out to eat. And I remember seeing one of the brothers huddled in what I would call a closet, with a chair, and he opened a checkbook. And I forget the LLC, but the LLC was, I don't know if it was Watchtower, Bible Tract, I don't know that, or it could have been just the LLC of that particular congregation, but it was a checkbook. And he wrote out a check, a couple of $100. And I said, oh, they give you money? He said, nah, if you need it, somebody like me who came a long distance to give a talk. I guess it's petty cash, like you need some gas money. Hi. You need some gas money. And he got some cash. And I remember thinking to myself, like, one, I'm surprised, but I guess that's coming out of contribution. They can write that off and say, someone gave a talk or whatever. Number two, I'm like, it was like $180 something. I don't know, that number comes to mind. I'm like, well, goddamn. You drove all the way from Ohio? What is that, 12 hours? That's what you got? Okay. So it just screams buffoonery when, you look at these evangelists and pastors and you say to yourself, look at that foolish congregation, buying him a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini or, a new house or a Lear jet, and you're doing exactly the same thing. You are, right? You are. And I love it, and I'll probably get it in these comments when people say, I'm sorry, I'm getting people past me and, waving. When they say, they don't make money, the governing body. They don't get no money. It's like, because you handle their finances. I forgot about that. You handle their finances. You're talking about people that never met these people, a lot of them in their life. It's like, how do you know that they don't get any money? How? Because they said so, right? I can say that I'm working on a movie right now. If you don't know me personally, and not even not know me personally or know me personally, because I got neighbors that know me personally, you don't know what the hell I'm doing. When I get in my truck and I drive off, you don't know what the hell I'm doing. When I go on vacation, you don't know what I'm doing. You don't even know that I'm going on vacation. You just see me with luggage, putting it in a Uber, going to the airport. For all intent and purposes, I could be doing a movie. I could be doing a music video. Whatever I say I'm doing, you can't argue. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? Going somewhere? Yeah, I'm going to Hollywood. Well, you going to LA? Yeah, got a little small part in the movie. Right? I'm off. They see the luggage. They see, an Uber or a Lyft. I'm going to the airport, clearly. I'm going somewhere, right? I could be going a couple of miles away. They don't know that. I said I'm going to the airport. Why would you even disagree with that? I said I'm going to do a small part in the movie. Why would you disagree? Right? It's like, okay, that's what he said. I come back, did the movie. How did it go? It went great. I was opposite Robert De Niro. A little small part, opposite Robert De Niro. It's like, oh, wow, when does it come out? Probably usually major films like that, they got to edit it. They got to chop it up, do what they do or whatever, have the premiere and all that. I would say maybe a year from now. You know what I mean? Oh, wow, can't wait. About, 9 months in, I say, damn, guess what? I got cut. You got cut? Yeah, they didn't use my part. How do you know? I saw, a little clip of the movie, like a first view clip. The actors could only do that. You know what I mean? So I saw it, and they cut me out. That whole scene with Robert De Niro talking to me, yeah, they cut that out. It's like, oh, wow, that's how the business goes. You know what I mean? You win some, you lose some. You feel me? So you can say anything. Anything. These people don't know you. You know the governing body. You will walk down the street and say, holy there's Stephen. He won't know who the hell you are if you don't have a magazine or the gray Bible in your hand. He would be like, lolly, folly, lolly, lolly. Skipping down the street. That's how I picture it. I don't know. I picture him falling, lolly, lolly, like skipping down the street. But he won't know you. Right? You would have to stop him and say, hey, Stephen. He'd be like, you know my name? Yeah, I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh. It's crazy. But you put so much faith and you speak about people and their pockets like you know. How do you know? How do you know? I deal in real estate on the side, and some of the people that are worth, $20, $30 million, once they, just walking down the street, sometimes we're taking a walk, we're going to get a coffee, and I just kind of like separate myself from who they are in my mind, and then people are passing and I'm looking at them. They got, some jeans on, they got some dirty sneakers. They never drive Lamborghinis or anybody. I'm talking about the people that are worth, huge amounts of money that I know. Most of them Hasidic Jews, so they drive the gray or the blue type of caravans because they have huge families. But, I'm privy enough to know what they're worth. They own 100 buildings, some residential, commercial. And when you step away from certain people, especially the ones that's not draped in a white, button down with the blue or black dress pants with shoes and a yarmulke, you're like, you won't know. If passing people, you won't know how much that person is worth. And if you ask them and they just say, I make about 28,000 a year, you have to go by that. Unless you then find out that they own, 200 properties, then you say, I doubt you make 27,000 a year. You know what I mean? But other than knowing them personally, how would you know? But they love to stick out their chests and be like, governing body don't make any money. Says who? Says who? Right? They don't get incentives?